Hiya folks, and welcome to another episode of The Phil Show. I'm your host, Phil Maki, and I've got a lot of fun lined up for your listening pleasure today. This show is produced and created in the wonderfully weird Austin, Texas, and I hope that wherever you are, you're ready to laugh. Coming up in this episode is part 2 of my detective mystery, The Malted Eagle. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so with that I say, on with the show. New Haven Middle School.
Yes, good morning. Hi, everyone.
As part of Career Day, your teachers were nice enough to invite your local radio personalities, Jackson and Veronica, of
Good Morning
with Jackson and Veronica, to read your morning announcements.
We're so excited to be here, and a big thank you goes out to Susie Watkins.
Thank you, Susie,
for being a great junior reporter by supplying us with all our news today.
That's right, Veronica, and to start it all off, let's remind our student body that tomorrow night we have parent-teacher conferences at 7 o'clock. Ooh. So that makes today the perfect day to leave a better impression on your teachers.
You're so right, Jackson. Hey, what time is it?
9:07 a.m.?
No, silly. It's picture time.
Oh.
Be looking your best this Friday afternoon for class pictures. These timeless images will be used in the school yearbook for best friends and hated enemies for years to come. So get those haircuts and wear something nice like a smile.
Oh my, I hope I get voted most likely to be on the radio. I'm being told we have some breaking news on New Haven Middle School's most on-again, off-again couple, David and Stephanie. They broke up earlier this morning and won't be on speaking terms again for who knows how long. Stay tuned for further developments. And this just in, they're back together.
Oh good, I was worried there for a moment.
Don't be worried.
I won't. Let's see. Tragedy struck yesterday when Jennifer Prescott's science partner, Ronaldo Jimenez, spilled hydrochloric acid all over her new dress.
Oh no!
Yeah. Donations are being collected outside Jennifer's locker for a new dress fund to help remedy this senseless act of violence.
Say Veronica. Say Veronica.
Veronica.
I'm starving. What's that cafeteria cooking up today?
All your favorites, no doubt.
Yep.
Today's menu is Mexican pizza, sliced peaches, salad, and tater tots. No tater tots? Kids, no tater tots. National Board of Health made a recent adjustment to school lunches. I'm not sure why they wouldn't just take out the Mexican pizza. That's even worse than the tater tots.
Well, that is a shame. The school nurse is encouraging everyone at New Haven Middle School to get their flu shots next week. Get those flu shots. So have those arms ready because it's time for an injection towards your protection.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be there for sure.
Me too. At this time, we would like to remind the student body to stop placing other student bodies into the lockers. There is just not a lot of room in those things, people.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. There is not a lot of room in those things. I would know. My first apartment was only slightly bigger than those things, if memory serves. Actually, it's still kind of not much bigger now that income from working on these.
Okay, hi, Veronica. Come on back.
Wait, Jackson, do you hear that song?
No, I don't.
Come on, do you hear it?
No, I really
The
don't.
song.
Tell me.
That song that can only mean one thing.
School dance!
That's right, students. We are just 1 month away from the year's first school dance. So guys, don't be shy. Ask that special someone out for a night of fun.
Whee!
That means you. Jeffrey Schwartz.
Uh-oh.
Practically everyone knows you have a thing for Amanda McCullen. Ooh.
I guess the entire school knows now, so that means there's nowhere to hide there, mister.
Yeah, your world's over, buddy.
Okay, that about wraps up the morning announcements for today, students. We hope you have a great day full of learning
Lots
here
of
at
learning.
New Haven Middle School. And who knows, maybe you'll hear from us again someday. Until then, be sure to catch Veronica and I each and every morning for Good Good morning with Jackson and Veronica.
Yay!
Hey there, bucko. Why the long face?
Well, I was born sideways and...
No, I mean, why so sad?
Oh, well, I got all these dishes to wash and it just makes me sad because I'm just gonna get them dirty again later.
Well, friend, there's a great new product available to help.
Say, you're not one of them traveling vacuum salesmen, are you?
No, I'm not, but here's something to...
Because if and you are, I've got a piece of my mind to give you.
Look, pal, I'm just trying to...
Don't you look, pal, me. I've got my shotgun right here and I...
Whoa, okay, next house. Oh,
Oh, whoopsie there.
sorry, are you alright?
Fine, you?
Yeah, just bruised my pride a little.
Well, alright then. I hope you find what you're looking for today without too many accidents.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey there, stranger.
Well. Are you following me?
Maybe. It's probably just the fact that we apparently both need refried beans.
Never leave home without them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, well, goodbye again.
Yeah, until we meet again. We have got to stop meeting like this.
So, you seem to be planning a special dinner with all that.
Yeah, no, it's just the usuals. Cupboards back home are bare again, but I do enjoy having guests over for dinner.
Oh?
I make a mean lasagna.
That sounds so good right now.
Well, I tend to overbuy, which usually results in leftovers.
Hey, sometimes it tastes better the next day.
True, that's true, yeah. Hey, I'll catch you later, right?
Oh, I guess we'll see. There he is.
Here I am. I was thinking, since I'm making so much lasagna, you wouldn't want to join me, would you?
That depends.
Oh?
Will there be garlic bread?
Oh, absolutely.
Here's my number.
Excellent. Call you around 7:30?
Sounds good. Happy shopping.
Yeah, you too. Hey, it's you! Here we are in yet another aisle together.
Yep. Okay, see ya.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh, what? I didn't...
Never mind.
Okay. There you are again.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I forget it.
You know what? I just realized I've already made plans for later.
Oh, just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, don't worry about it then. I'm sure I can handle dinner alone.
Looks like it.
What does that mean? You saying I'm fat or something?
You said it, not me. Enjoy your entire lasagna.
You know what? See you around.
Don't count on it, pal.
I knew you were trouble since aisle 3.
Aisle 3? That's where we met. Didn't that mean anything to you?
I guess not.
Yeah, I guess not. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Hi.
Ooh, looks like quite the haul tonight.
Yeah, I'm making lasagna.
Ooh, that sounds delicious. You know, I wish that was my dinner tonight.
Oh, really?
It was a time of dastardly deviance, damsels in distress, and dim-witted detectives. Yes, it's time once again for another episode of The Adventures of Peter Meadowdale.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Peter Meadowdale, By day, he's a private detective with a soft spot for dames solving crimes, and by night, he does the same. That isn't to say he's into dames who solve crimes, but rather he solves crimes and is simultaneously into the fairest sex to an arguably distracting level. And now the action continues with tonight's harrowing conclusion to The Malted Eagle.
Previously on Peter Meadowdale. It's been a whole week and there hasn't been one robbery. Not a single murder.
You have to help me. They stole it. My Malted Eagle.
Meadowdale, what sort of information?
I'm looking for this Malted Eagle.
Well, if it isn't the detective.
Hello, Carl. I'm in the middle of an important case here.
Is that what they call getting drunk these days?
There's nothing to see here except this piece of string. So I'll just be taking this back to my office.
But what about our date tonight? 7 o'clock at the Blue Hound Dive.
Hello there, Mr. Meadowdale, sir. How's business doing?
People like Carl, he's always there to make me feel an inch high.
Don't worry, sir. Things will start to look up.
Hey Marie, what's with the bottles?
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Meadowdale?
Why is this picture of me on the floor next to that mop and bucket?
You got me.
Well, I'm off to get ready for my big date with Mr. Staring.
I hope you have a good time.
You know, Mr. Meadowdale, you're a very surprising man.
There's an urgent phone call for a Mr. Peter Meadowdale.
What's that, Chief? Murdered? Mr. Staring, I need to leave immediately. There's been a murder.
A murder!
A murder. Didn't you hear me the first time?
Oh, yes, but I was adding drama to the situation by repeating the last 2 words you said.
That doesn't always work, you know.
You know?
I stand corrected. Anyway, I promise I'll make it up to you. I'll call you tomorrow and we'll go out for coffee.
I'll be waiting.
So I left the Blue Hound Dive and went to investigate. 8:27 p.m. There was a murder at Vinny's Tavern, and to my surprise, Carl was the victim. When I got there, I took a quick look around the outside for any sort of lead. But what I found was much worse.
So to your knowledge, did this man have any enemies?
Well, officer, no one really liked him, but there was one guy who definitely had the motive to do this.
Who?
Peter Meadowdale.
I couldn't believe it. Vinny, the guy who serves drinks to such a loyal customer and model citizen, ratted me out. I needed to get in there before he said anything else. Evening, gentlemen.
Meadowdale, how long you been standing there?
Long enough to get 3 mosquito bites, Vinny. 3.
What do you want, Meadowdale?
Scotch on the rocks.
No, that's not what oh, hell. Here.
What's the scoop, officer?
Well, we received a call about 20 minutes ago from someone next door who heard some commotion in here. Apparently, Vinny let this guy make himself feel right at home.
I told you before, Carl was too drunk to drive home, so I said he could spend the night here. I didn't think he'd get iced in the process.
Who else would have known that Carl was staying late?
And that's what I was trying to find out from Vinny here. Who was in here right before Vinny told Carl he could spend the night?
What was the cause of death?
It seems he was hit repeatedly over the head with a blunt object.
Well, I've heard all I need.
Aren't you going to take a look around?
Nah, there's no evidence here.
There's 2 pieces of string right there. Clearly they're part of the scene.
You didn't let me finish. There's no evidence here, except these 2 pieces of string. Thank you, officer. We'll be in touch.
All right.
2 more pieces of string. First, there's a missing malt statue and 3 cases of bourbon. Now the murder of Carl. There's a piece of string at the first scene of the crime, and 2 more at the second. But how was Carl involved? What was the connection? Whatever it was, I knew I would figure it out. No matter how great the challenge or how high the stakes, I would crack this case, or my name wasn't Peter Meadowdale. Oops, Once again, good evening, gentlemen. One thing was certain. I needed to spend more time perfecting my internal monologue. Who would have thunk that Carl would become the way he liked his drinks? Stiff. I needed time to think, so I went back to my office with the hope that some light would finally be shed on this case. 10:13 p.m. I sat in my office and tried to figure out the connection between 3 pieces of string, 1 Malted Eagle, and 1 seemingly unrelated murder. But despite my math skills, 3 + 1 + 1 equaled no answers.
Morning, sir. Were you here all night?
Morning, Benny. Yeah, I guess so. I had to leave the club early due to an impromptu murder. but I'm gonna make it up to Victoria by taking her out for some coffee later. Say, it looks like your mop is a little worse for wear. Don't you find it hard to do your job with such shoddy equipment?
Oh, I find it gets the job done.
Well, as long as you're... And then it hit me. I didn't know how I could have missed something so important. Benny! That's it!
It is?
Yeah, I'll just go out and buy you a new mop.
Gee, thanks.
On the way to the hardware store, I decided to see what was what in the local news.
Extra! Big crimes in the big city. Private Eye wanted for murder. Hey, Meadowdale, you forgot to give me a tip. And this time, make it a good one.
Alright. Wait at least 20 minutes after eating if you want to go swimming.
What is this problem? I can't even swim.
No matter what anyone tells you, kids today still want discipline. 2:20 p.m. Before buying Benny a new mop, I took a walk to Mr. Staring's house since it seemed like the right time for coffee. Coffee sounded good right about now. I had run out of leads, out of ideas, and time was next in line. But just when I thought this case had reached the limit of frustration, it decided to buy a one-way ticket to Crazy Town when I found a note on Victoria's door. If you ever want to see your precious Victoria again, come alone to the alleyway on the corner of North and Main. If you're not there by 5, the girl gets it. It's moments like these that make me wonder why I didn't become a dentist.
Alright, Missy. It looks like your hero had more important things to do. I guess that means we can cross you off his to-do list.
You won't get away with this, whoever you are. Nothing gets in the way of Peter Meadowdale. Not even a nut job like you.
Nut job? Honestly, hun, I wouldn't talk like that if I was on the wrong end of a gun. Now, Miss Percy, get ready to sing your last tune. Taps.
Wait!
So you finally decided to show up. She must not mean that much to you to take your time like this.
Take my time, nothing. Didn't you see the traffic on the way here?
Oh, I know. It's always the worst after lunch. What you do is you take the back streets and make a full circle on North.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's much faster, especially if you...
Alright, enough small talk. It's time to get down to business.
Who are you, anyway?
So soon, Mr. Meadowdale? Don't you want to know what I've done first? I thought that's how it was done.
It doesn't matter. I end up with the same information either way. It's up to you, really.
Very well. I stole the Merlin and the Malted Eagle, and I killed Carl.
But why?
Because I love you.
Benny? Listen, I'm flattered and all, but I'm not like that.
What do you mean?
My door doesn't swing both ways. I don't play reverse baseball.
Oh, no. You didn't let me finish.
Jenny?
You, know this woman?
Oh, yeah. She used to be part of my bridge club.
I don't understand. Do you like men's clothes or something?
Don't you see? I mean, don't you get it? I did all of this for you. I wanted to show you how much I care for you.
Call me old-fashioned, but a simple card would have done the trick.
Yeah, Jenny, you got some major explaining to do.
Very well. Ever since you defeated Charlie the Crab a week ago, I've been fascinated with Peter Meadowdale. I decided I wanted to know more about you, so I made a disguise that could fool even a great detective.
Betty the janitor.
The more I worked around you, the closer I wanted to become. I soon realized that in order to impress you, I would need to do something big. And since you were out of work, what better way to impress you than getting you a new case? So I stole from Victoria since I knew you couldn't resist a beautiful woman in distress. But that wasn't enough. When you came back from Vinny's tavern complaining about Carl giving you a hard time, I cleaned up his act with my mop.
Okay, that explains the strings at the scene of the crime. But what I don't get is, why would you be dumb enough to hide empty bourbon bottles in the office trash can?
No, that was your secretary. She has a problem.
Oh.
My plan was perfect, but it backfired when I saw you getting too close to Victoria. All that work and the woman I used as bait became your main focus. So when I heard you would take her out for a second date, I decided enough was enough. So I kidnapped her. This statue, this Malted Eagle, is a symbol of my love for you.
Well, I don't know what to say. But for starters, I could never love Victoria.
What?
Oh, sure. I mean, she's attractive in every way possible. But, she's a few bricks shy of a building. A couple ants short of a hill. A few marbles, short of awry.
Then there's still a chance for us? We can leave this town and start over.
As tempting as that sounds, I'm afraid not, my dear.
Excuse me?
Don't get me wrong, I'm extremely flattered, in a strange and disturbing way. But frankly, sweetheart, you're just plain nuts.
But what about all I've done for you? Doesn't that count for anything?
It'd never work. True, we have something in common. We can both commit. You commit crimes, and I'm committed to stopping them. Maybe in another time, another place, where murder, breaking and entering, kidnapping, and theft are a way of life.
But I love you, and I've waited so long to hear you say those words to me.
Sadly, my dear, the only 3 little words you'll ever hear me say are, take her away.
Jenny, Benny, all of you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
You see, Jenny, when I read that note of yours, I knew there would be trouble, so I called for backup.
I'm gonna get these on here nice and snug for
Peter,
my own protection.
why are you
I just
doing
need
this to me? Oh, those are too tight.
Okay.
Get your hands off there,
Okay,
sir.
cooperate,
You may
please.
be a policeman, but I'm still a lady.
You were quite the convincing man.
And how can you
We
like
need to go
her?
this
Her
way.
name's
Come on.
Victoria,
Ma'am,
for God's sakes.
keep walking.
Victoria.
Come with me.
Stop
I
it,
need your
sir.
cooperation.
I'm warning you.
Pete, I want you to have the Malted Eagle.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, it's brought me nothing but bad luck ever since I got it. Pete, about those things you said about me?
Lies. All lies. I just wanted to trick Jenny, of course.
Oh. Of course.
Okay. What a day. My janitor turned out to be a woman who was obsessed with me. I was suspected of murder, and the blonde woman of my dreams turned out to have more than just me on her mind. Air. And to top it all off, I never did find those missing cases of bourbon. A real shame. Ah well, at least I have this unique statue.
Extra, extra! Tips appreciated! Again, tips appreciated! Hey, what's that statue, Mr. Meadowdale?
The stuff that drinks are made of. Keep the change, kid.
I can't make change out of this. That's it. No more. No, it's not. He's not getting any more paper.
Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode. I know I had a lot of fun putting it all together, and I hope you had fun listening. This episode featured the talents of Rebecca Lynn Bruflot, Patrick Grover, Jolynn Janis, Jacqueline Leese, John Maizano, Will Ruff, and Rachel Wilson. More funny for your ears is on the way, so stay tuned and check out thefilshow.com for updates and extras. Until next time, this is Phil Maki saying, if listening to this show puts a ringing in your ears, be sure to answer.